Hello guys, I'm Andy, your Agile coach. These days I was reading the book Agile Project Management with Scrum. If you are a Scrum Master or an Agile evangelist, I bet you must know it because the author of it is the co-creator of Scrum, Ken Schwaber. And the book involves many meaningful stories that told you how a Scrum Master, a product owner, or a team embrace the framework and created value for organizations. From my perspective, it provides many similar situations most people might face nowadays, even if it was published 20 years ago. Before talking about today's topic, I sincerely invite you to subscribe my channel and get the latest episodes. In this video, I'd like to share a story about Scrum Master with you in the company, MetaEcho. It was still a startup dedicated to crafting code generation software. It developed a library of object patterns that described various business models, and their clients were able to customize the patterns to generate business models for applications. At the time, the CTO Tom was Ken's friend and invited him to help the organization employ Scrum. Tom became the Scrum Master to put it into practice. The company had lived for 3 years and had steady revenue from a core partner, but their contracts were going to the end, and the partner declared they won't renew the contract since their product was complex and expensive. Their CEO, Paul, was annoyed with this. Their primary cost lied on the product development, and they had to customize multiple products based on the core library. So the human resources were intense. As a result, not many customers bought into their products, and they were spending more money than they really took in. To relieve the capital problem, Paul was on the way drumming up new business, and Tom discovered many times that Paul asked a key developer to customize the core product for demonstration to clients that really impacted their sprint goals to be achieved. So the war between the CTO and CEO began. Tom argued that Paul should not interfere with the team during sprints because that would damage their productivity. And if Paul thought there was an item with higher priority, he could attend their sprint planning meeting and put it into the product backlog. And should accept the consequence that the new project's progress will be slowing down. We cannot expect the team work in parallel for different sprint goals. Paul was in a dilemma. He wanted to neither miss out opportunities knocking the door nor screw up the organization's projects. He was bothered, but he understood Tom's responsibility to deliver valuable features to customers. So he finally reached a compromise with Tom that he would put it into backlogs for discussion. Tom also showed empathy for Paul's situation, but he needed to protect the team from the interference and served for the organization by releasing working software. In this story, it was Tom that mattered to fully reflect the characteristics of a Scrum Master. This role should keep the team from being interrupted by external forces. Software development is a complex, innovative process, so frequent disruption harms the team's focus on delivering values. Besides that, he also ascertained the new project would keep producing working software for MetaEco, that it should be halted by interruption. From my viewpoint, the CTO's behavior entirely explained a core spirit of Scrum: courage. I remembered when I attended PSM training several years ago, there was a scenario. A customer went to a fast food restaurant and ordered a beef hamburger. However, there were not enough beef for the hamburger, and the customer insisted he wanted one. If you were the clerk, what would you do? So many groups were trying to fulfill his requirements with possible alternatives, like adding some chickens or giving him some discount for the incomplete hamburger, or silently replacing beef with pork, something like that. We had tried to make the deal, but the fact was we were unable to fulfill the requirement. Finally, the trainer questioned, "Why don't you just refuse the request?" We were all surprised by the result and stayed still because we were trained to satisfy customers as possible as we could, but we never thought if we cannot do that. In order to keep our credit, learning to reject is a demonstration of courage. Same in this case, Tom showed his courage to reject Paul's requirements and ask him to follow the Scrum's rules, so the team could work smoothly to generate what he wanted. Of course, the story was the dynamics between a CTO and a CEO. What if Tom was not the CTO, but only a technical manager of a Scrum team? What would you do in that situation? I hope to see your reply under the video. Any solutions are possible. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe me, and comment below if you have any questions. I'm Andy, your Agile coach. Bye-bye.